This is not the American experience I would have wanted. Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about how I moved to America from Europe. The first thing I did was look into the visa options. I would say most countries you will need a visa to go there. In America, you definitely need a visa to come here. So I looked into all the options. You have the tourist visa, you have the work visa, you have the investor visa, you have the student visa. I went through all the different options. Most suitable for me was the student visa. It's called F1 visa. I looked for accredited school that I could do the visa with because the visa and the school are attached and dependent on from one another. Once I found the school, I applied, which allowed me to then apply for the visa. In the meantime of this whole process, the visa process takes a few weeks. You have to wait for the interview date. You'll have to wait again to get the response. Either it's approved or denied. In the meantime, what I did was following people from LA because I wanted to live in LA. So that was my way of exploring the city before I moved here and kind of learn about the lifestyle and just see what people that live there say and talk about and what they do. That was great because since I followed those people from back home, I kind of like grew a relationship with them, a friendship with them online first. Once I moved here, I reached out to them and I told them, hey, I moved to America, I'm in LA, can you be my friend in real life? It worked. It really worked. Like, some of my friends till this day are those people, the random people that I followed on Instagram to just figure out how it is in LA. So I definitely recommend doing this as well. Once I applied for everything and I got approved for everything, it was time to move. I'm gonna just like go backward a little bit. You will need money. You need money. When you move to another country, you will need money. If you come from money, oh, you have access to money, great, good for you, skip that. If you're like me and you have to figure things out because you do not come from money and your family is just not a wealthy family, you will have to plan in advance and save. So what I did, I worked a lot prior to moving here and I saved a lot. That's the best advice I can give you, is save and figure it out. Once I got approved with everything, it was time to prepare for my moving. What I did was get a hotel for 2 weeks and then just packed my stuff, like minimal, obviously. I was able to leave a bunch of stuff back home. I have no idea how I packed to move here, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how I did that. Today, I go to Vegas for 2 days, barely 2 days, and I packed 2 suitcases. I have no idea how I did it. My sister came with me when I moved here the very first time. That was my first time in America. Never came here before. She was with me. I used her suitcase to pack stuff for me. The first thing I did was come to my school, locate my school, walk around, see the area, finalize the paperwork with the school. And from there, I looked for an apartment to stay at. The thing is, when I moved here, obviously I didn't have a car. So I wanted to live near my school, like walking distance, so I wouldn't have to Uber every single day just to go to school. And I found an apartment near my school, literally 2 blocks away, which, by the way, my first place in LA, dude, I did not know any better. Obviously, it was my first time here, my first time in America. Everything was new to me. Like, even T-Mobile, I did not know what it was. Just didn't know anything, you know? Like, everything was brand new to me. So my first apartment was at the heart of one of the most dangerous gangs. I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. And I was by myself, a young girl by herself. I don't want to say barely speaking English because my English was decent, but it was nothing near what like my English now. And I had a dictionary with me 24/7. Going to the bathroom, dictionary. Texting someone, dictionary. The advice that I would say though, be very careful. It's a lot of scamming in America. I don't know where you're from and where you're moving from. I don't know where you're going to. When I talk about scam, guys, it's real. I got scammed before I even moved here. My first school was a scam. I signed up, I think it was probably like 3 weeks to a month prior to me moving here. I found out there was scam. The school just shut down and disappeared and took everybody's money. It was wild. And honestly, when I look back, it's crazy. That's something I will talk about later on in my personal growth content. But it's crazy when I look back, the things, the challenges and obstacles were truly blessings, because this school was far. This school was so far. This school was in Huntington Beach. If you're from LA, you know where is Huntington Beach. And Huntington Beach, but Huntington Beach, it's far. It's so far from the city. And although I love the beach and I dream of living by the beach, by the ocean one day, this is not the American experience I would have wanted. Trust and believe. So thank God it was a scam. Things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. But still, if you can avoid to get scammed, please take my advice and like do your research, ask for whatever proof, take your time. I also got scammed when I moved here. A real estate agency were like, oh yeah, if you give us like $150, you have access to a website with all the apartments and like guided, and you helped. And I made an appointment with them prior to moving here. I talked to them, like I had a whole interview. I got here, it was a scam. They had an office, they had everything. I thought it was legit. And then like 3 days later, they disappeared with my money. No access to nothing. Nothing. This video will apply for any country. Any big change you want to do as far as relocation, like any big move you want to do. This is kind of the blueprint of what you need to do to make this project happen. For me, it was literally a dream. Like I dreamed of moving to America. I wanted to so badly. I had no set goals, no career goal. I just wanted to step out of my comfort zone. Come here initially, it was just like, oh, I'll just go there for 6 months to a year. I'll just get better in English and experience life in America. This is something I always wanted to do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this happen for myself. It started like this, but honestly, once I moved here, the opportunities, the people I met just aligned. Everything was just aligning, and it made me like, it was no other choice but to stay. I was like, dude, this is American dream right there. I mean, you can call it, I don't know, can we call it American dream? I don't know. I associate the American dream to jet set and Hollywood and becoming famous, but I still don't think I'm living the American dream. I'm living Aziz's dream. I'm living my dream and my life and the life I want to live. There's this girl that I love on YouTube that I follow. Her name is Alexis. And she always says this saying that it's, you are not a tree. If you're unhappy, if you want to move, you can move. So if you feel like you want to leave Europe, you want to leave Africa, you want to leave wherever, Asia, you want to leave America to go somewhere else, you can. You literally can do anything you want. I was lucky enough to grow up in this environment because I was traveling since I was 1. My mom is from Algeria, but we were living in France, but my whole family was in Algeria. So I used to take the plane even by myself with my sister. My mom would work all summer long, and I would just go to Africa with my sister for the summer while she was working. So I'm very comfortable with traveling. I'm also very comfortable with moving from place to place. I didn't move that much, the city where I'm from in south of France, but I also moved from city to city in France, and then I moved from country to country in Europe. So I guess I did it gradually without even knowing that I would move to a whole different country with a whole different time zone and a whole different language. This is why I wasn't really frightened by moving here. I really want to encourage you to explore the options, and if you're not happy, or even if you're happy but you just want to explore the world, like the world is so big, there's so many things you can see, so many things you can experience. This is my advice to anybody, is move out of where you're from. Leave, run. No, seriously, you learned so much. I was a baby, a dependent on my mom and my sister baby. When you get out of your comfort zone, period, this is where you grow. Growth is literally out of your comfort zone. But when you move to another country, the growth and what you learn and how much your mind expand and opened is, I can't even describe it. It's unreal. It's literally unreal. Now I'm able to understand people here. I know so much about the culture, the history, the lifestyle, the food, the mindset. But at the same time, I know so much about where I'm from and our culture and our traditions and our food and our mindset. The more you learn from people and from, you know, when you travel, when you change places, when you meet different people, different opinions, it expands your mind so much. It kind of forces you to explore even more, and it attracts more. It literally attracts more opportunities, like things I never even thought of, like things I never done back home. As soon as I moved here, opportunities came to me and I was like, wait, what? For example, when I moved here, the first like opportunities that I had that I never done in France was modeling. It's LA. It's the heart of modeling, entertaining, acting, singing, all that. I didn't even think about this. Like in my mind, I'm just coming to America and yay, I'm just exploring and this and that. When you're gonna leave and you're gonna go somewhere else, opportunities will come. The universe will reward you for taking a leap of faith. The universe will give you things, like things will align without you even have to worry, think about, ask for. It's incredible. My biggest advice to anybody is leave where you're from and go explore. Live somewhere else for 3 months, 6 months, a year, like who knows. Yeah, so this is what I did. If you think or would like to move to another country, my next video will be tips about moving abroad, my challenges and the lessons that I learned. And honestly, just tips and advices that I wish I knew before to come here. If you need any more in-depth, like in details information, let me know in the comments. I will share that with you. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Did I just rip my pants? Oh, I just ripped my pants, bro.